Hey, 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 Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, also known as Pajama Grandma. Let's talk about throwing a monkey wrench into the works. What the heck does throwing a monkey wrench into the works mean, and what does it have to do with me growing and supersizing my business? Well, a lot of times we're growing our business and we're chugging along famously, progress is happening at a steady pace, and we're happy, happy, happy. And something happens to immediately stop our progress. It's like somebody throws a literal wrench into a machine and stops everything, a smoothly operating machine, and stops everything or breaks something. I've got a manufacturing background, so I've got a lot of examples of this literally happening, where something happens to a machine or gets thrown into a machine and immediately stops the machine from working. Actually, I have a really bad story about when my first job out of college. I worked for a paper company, and we made paper products, and they were rolled, and a woman actually got pulled into a machine and died. And that would be a really bad example of throwing a monkey wrench into the works and stopping a smoothly running process immediately. Where does this expression come from? What does it even mean? Well, we know what it means is to stop progress of a smoothly running process, or to just halt things that are going well, or that are moving along and progressing in a way that we think is smooth. Now, I'm laughing about this today because I'm thinking about my move, and my grandma, my beautiful 99-year-old grandma, is in hospice, and so we all stopped what we were doing yesterday and went to visit her and visit our family, and the family all came together. And it's just amazing what a difference a couple of weeks made. I mean, 2 weeks ago, she's was frail, but sitting up and talking and conversing with us, and then all of a sudden yesterday, she's bedridden. The other day they couldn't wake her up, and so she's just really frail, and we know she's on her way out, but it's an example of life throwing us curveballs all the time. Our lives are always throwing us curveballs and impeding what we think is our progress, the progress of us living our lives. We have health challenges. There's accidents. We have, things that happen to us or people we love and care about that immediately stop the process, stop the progress we're making in our life and in our businesses, and we have to deal with them. And it's part of life. It's just dealing with and deciding and making choices based on the situations and the things that happen around us. This saying actually comes from a gentleman by the name of Monk, M-O-N-K. In 1856, he developed a tool for working on machinery and equipment, and people thought that it was called Monk's wrench, but people thought that the sliding part of it looked like a monkey's jaw, so it became called a monkey wrench. And it later became, in the early 1800s, in the 18th century, it couldn't be the 18th century, in the late 1800s, it became a way of describing anything that stopped progress in a direction that somebody was trying to go, or something that was considered a smoothly running operation. I think of political campaigns. All of a sudden somebody's political campaign is running smoothly along, and some big news story or something from their past gets brought up and derails their campaign or their career. That to me would be a monkey wrench. Maybe it's just the past coming back to haunt people, but it would be an example of impeding progress or stopping something in its tracks. Sometimes we want to stop things in their tracks. Sometimes we're progressing in a way with our business that seems right, but we're really going down the wrong track, and something will happen to either set us straight, set us on the right track, or stop our progress in that direction entirely, so that we figure out, oh, maybe this isn't the direction that we want to go with our business or with what we're creating. I've found that happening in my business life a couple of times when I was working with different customer groups, and I thought things were going along fine, and then we realized that we lost a great big customer. We actually fired a great big customer once, and it felt like it was impeding our progress at the time, but it really turned out to be the right step in the right direction, because this customer wasn't right for my company. It wasn't right for my employees. It wasn't right for us at all. So sometimes throwing a monkey wrench into the works isn't a bad thing. I guess things aren't really good or bad, they're how we look at them. So, do you have any examples of monkey wrenches being thrown into the workings of your business? Love to see those in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm going to be catching up today with things I didn't do yesterday, which is part of getting back on track after a wrench is thrown into your works. That's it. Go out, make it an awesome day. I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.